You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Wow, the Lakers narrowly, Rajon Rondo narrowly escaped a major incident the other night involving Rondo, in my opinion, instigating something with a fan. And in my opinion, the fan showed great restraint in responding to Rondo. Now, there will be a video to this, and I will show you the clip. I will show you the incident. And I was listening to the broadcast in this clip. You won't be able to hear the sound. But the media member calling the game, and I think it was Doris Burke of ESPN, was talking about the fan. Okay? Well, the fan should never touch a player. Well, the player should never disrespect another fan this way and not expect to actually be touched. And we find out Rondo intentionally tried to get this fan kicked out of this game because Rondo didn't like words hurt him. Words hurt him. So he needed to be thrown out of the arena. Rondo said, I wanted to get the fan kicked out because they were exchanging words. Okay. I'm sorry, but if you guys don't know, Laker tickets are about like $4,800 all the way up to like $20,000 courtside. Okay. And I have a feeling that this guy wasn't over there dropping N-bombs on Rondo or anything to that level. So Rondo just didn't want to hear shit talk? Seriously? How big of a panty waist are you exactly? Lakers guard Rajon Rondo was ejected from Friday's loss. Good for the refs. I'll say this. Good for the refs for having thrown Rondo out of this game. Lakers guard Rajon Rondo was ejected from Friday's loss to the Suns after shaping his hand like a gun and pointing it in a fan's face. Now, Gary Sheffield of Outkick comes on here and says, to be fair to the veteran, the gesture was kind of warranted as the courtside fan slapped his hand. Yeah, but that's not what this video shows, actually. Okay? Making contact with the talent on the floor calls for just about anything to happen to you. Okay, but look at this. This fan does not touch Rondo until Rondo gets in his face. Okay? And Rondo did something that warranted the fan touching him. He did. Watch this. He sticks his finger. Now he gets up close, right in the guy's face. Now, in my opinion, I'm going to tell you, this fan, in my opinion, actually showed tremendous restraint here. Tremendous. And they kicked the fan out. Okay, he gets escorted out. And he gets escorted out. Come on, we'll see it. There he goes. He gets escorted out. The guy's pretty good size. Rondo might have got his ass kicked. And it says, how hilarious is it, though, that the fan thought he deserved to stay in his seat for the remainder of the game? Well, look, they were probably going to kick him out no matter what because he touched Rondo, and I get it. But Rondo was the instigator here. Whether the media and this broadcast, I don't know, I think it was ESPN, did he honestly think the Lakers need his business to the point he can operate any way he'd like? This guy probably used to be around a bunch of yes men that never tell him what's wrong. Chances are he's never allowed back at Staples Center, at least not for a while. The Lakers likely see this as, what type of precedent are we setting if LeBron James or Michael Jordan felt like they weren't safe from onlooking fans at the arena? They're forced to a strict protocol, rightfully so. Okay, I can see that as being fair. Rondo was asked post-game what happened between he and the fan. We exchanged words. I just didn't want to get. I just wanted to get the guy out of the game. It doesn't really matter what he said. He didn't threaten me. I didn't threaten him. Exchanging words, I got him out of the game. Rondo was then asked if he pointed a gun at the fan with his hand. He said no. Well, Gary Sheffield does say that's a bold-faced lie. It is a bold-faced lie. You're on camera doing it. Commissioner Adam Silver has yet to deal with suspension, but it wouldn't shock us if he set an example of Rondo. He should probably know better by now. Look, the NBA, you dodged a malice in the palace situation right here. Right here. Okay? I know how I would have reacted. If you'd have put that finger in my face, I know how my friends would have reacted. And I'm here to tell you, that finger would have gotten moved out of my face, and it would have been a lot harder and with a lot more force than what this fan used. Okay? And look, I'm a law-abiding citizen and all that, but Rondo stripped back the I'm a fan, you're an NBA player, and you took it down to a visceral man-on-man level. Period. That's what Rondo did here, and that's what Rondo intended, because he knew the fan was going to move his hand out of his face, and it would get, when the fan did that, it would get him kicked out. So Adam Silver should absolutely suspend Rajon Rondo for this bullshit. He should absolutely suspend him, because he knew what he was doing, and he knew his actions were going to cause this fan to get kicked out. Did he really think in front of 20,000 fans a grown man is going to allow him to put his finger 3 inches from his face and not get it slapped out of the way? I mean, really? And look, I give the guy, I got to be honest with you, I give this fan a lot of credit. In my opinion, he showed great restraint in just, in my opinion, nonchalantly slapping that hand out of the way. I almost wouldn't even call it a slap. It was more of like a push out of the way. No, I'd have knocked your damn hand off getting it out of my face. I'm shocked. I'm at least glad to know these refs ejected Rondo from this, but the league needs to take action on Rondo, because he instigated something that could have ended in a full-blown fight right there on the court between this fan and Rondo. Okay? And I know people, it would have been a fight. Okay? At least here in Texas, I can tell you right now, if you stick your finger that close to another man in their face, you better be ready to fight. I don't care if you're standing in front of the courthouse with the sheriffs out there. You're getting ready to go. Okay? I mean, that guy, in my opinion, showed tremendous restraint, and the fact that Rondo just comes right out and admitted, I wanted him out of the game. So you did something you knew was going to get the guy kicked out of the game after he spent $5,000 to get in. All because you got your little feelings hurt over some words that were said to you. Man, come on. Come on. What is wrong with these entitled players? Okay, I understand there are a couple of trigger words that these players shouldn't have to listen to. I get that. Okay? But he said it was never threatening between me and the fan. All right? And I promise you, this fan was not over there dropping N-bombs, because it would have been all over the place had he been doing it. Plus, all those fans sitting down there would all be turned and pointing this guy out if he was down there dropping the major N-bombs and stuff, because they wouldn't want to listen to it either. So I think this is, it looks bad, in my opinion, on Rondo. And I personally speaking, I give this guy kudos for holding his temper the way he did. It could have been much, much worse. I hope Adam Silver understands that. It could have been much worse. Rondo does this shit in Dallas or Houston, New Orleans, Florida. Good luck. It could have been a lot worse. Tell me what you think, New York. Black and white sports fans, what would you have done if Rondo stuck his hand, his finger, 3 inches from your face, pointing at you like a gun, Rondo? you damn liar. What would you have done? I've got a couple of buddies that would have probably broke his damn finger. I can tell you that right now. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.